I think it's definitely interchangeable for most people. At least for me, like I never try to pick one or the other. I think I've always found R more just naturally tuned towards data science, just because it's always been statistics based. It's always like that's its goal. So it's really easy to use. And now that Jupyter Notebooks basically allows you to run R in it too, it pretty much makes like both to me feel about the same. I think Python, the one nice thing is if you want to operationalize something and put it into actual code, it's much easier. Generally speaking, like you're not if you're doing some major implementation of a machine learning model, you're not going to use Python either. You're going to use something like Scala or C. But definitely, if it's like an internal thing, like Python's just way easier to put into a data pipeline or something, because it just fits in. Where R is definitely more of its own thing. R tends to be in its own environment and tends to run on its own instance, so it's just a lot harder to kind of shove it into a workflow. So R is great, I think, for research. I love it because it's really easy. It's really kind of personally intuitive. Like I like to say, it's like a little more complex than Excel. It really is just kind of writing out methods and inserting your data, whereas Python requires a little more understanding of programming, and especially when you start trying to put it into, again, data pipelines. So I think it really depends on the task that you're trying to do. If you're trying to do more research stuff, I think R is much easier, and just kind of naturally, if you don't have to necessarily be a programmer to understand what you're doing. Where if you're trying to like operationalize code and actually put it into a system, Python definitely kind of wins out on that one.